take the time limit off of whatever you want to achieve. I've been leaning into that a lot lately, and I've been hearing that a lot lately from books I'm reading, videos I'm watching, internal just thinking about things. What used to stick out to me was the quotes and the words and the thoughts out there by other leaders, you know, that I was listening to. What used to stick out to me was you got to put a date on it, right? Matter of fact, it's in the book Think and Grow Rich. You know, if you don't put a date on it, how will it ever materialize? And that was like a very solid belief I have in my system. But the more looking into this and the more studying I'm doing around this, it seems like the right thing to do is to just hold that vision in your head, figure out a plan of action to get there, and then execute on that plan daily. And release all tension or expectation around when it will happen, because then it's going to have you stressing about timelines. You're going to be missing the deadlines. You're going to be missing, you know, like let's say you have a 10-year goal and then you break it down to 5 and then 3 and then 1. I think it's a good thing to do. I think it's good to have a vision and things like that. But if you, in your mind, make it a must do, must complete this by year 1 in order to get to year 3, and then you don't hit the goal at year 1, it's going to rock your system and it's going to stress you out. And that's all you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be trying to operate within this timeline. It's going to put a lot of pressure on you. And what I'm leaning into more right now, and what I think is a better way of thinking about it, is just releasing the timeline. Like I said at the beginning of the video, hold that vision in your mind, understand what you have to do in order to get there. Matter of fact, build a plan, use tools, use ChatGPT, use mentors, use videos, whatever it may be. Figure out what actions you need to do on a daily basis in order to hit that goal eventually. What is something that you can do that would make it unreasonable for you to hit that goal eventually? And then just start taking action on those things. Just start executing. If it takes 5 years, it takes 5 years, 10, 15. Here's the idea. If you stress yourself out about getting everything tomorrow, you may not get it at all. But if you release that timeline pressure on yourself, that tension, you may have a better shot of getting it in general. Hopefully that makes sense, because the goal is to not just get it next week or next year. The goal is to get it in general. If in 10 years you are doing exactly what you wanted to do, making the exact amount of money that you wanted, you're with the exact person that you want to be with, you're taking the vacations, you're helping your family, you're in a better spot, your house, your car, like whatever it is, whatever this mental picture is, whatever that ultimate life is that you want, you can get there. You just can't stress yourself out about it on getting it tomorrow. That's the whole message that I want to make. And here's another thing too, is I stress myself out, and one of my limiting beliefs, or you know, something negative I said to myself, matter of fact, I wrote it down at the beginning of the year doing an exercise with my team, was I am scared that I will never actually materialize the life that I have always dreamed about living. And I feel like a lot of you can relate to that. And that's what this entire thing is, you know, is from about the age of 19 or so until now. I'm 25, but from 19 until pretty much right now, I've had this mindset of I want everything quick, you know, social media and things like that. They make it seem like we can get these things tomorrow and that it's easy. But the reality of it is a lot of those people are being fake, and it's a highlight reel, and it's just really messed up our system, you know? It's messed up our system. It's this microwave mentality. Everything can happen in an instant. And I think we're getting back to, I think the pendulum is swinging back to just getting it in general, getting it eventually. And I really hope that you take that away from this video, because that's the whole goal, man. I mean, I'm 25 right now, and then, you know, you may be a little bit older than me. That's okay. Maybe you're younger than me. I'm 25, and if I truly think deep within myself, you know, I start having conversations like, even if the next 10 years suck, but at year 35, let's say it did take 10 full years to get where I wanted to go. 10 full years. At 35, if I had what I want, would I be happy? And happy is not the right word. You know, there's so many different words you can use there, but, you know, if I had what I want by 35, would that be okay? Hell yeah, it would. because I actually accomplished it. If I accomplished what I have in my mind, I'm going to be freaking doing backflips. You know what I'm saying? So I am choosing to release my expectations around having things tomorrow. But here's the thing too, is through these books I'm reading, and the latest book is It's in Your Head by Russ. I'm loving this book. It's so small, it's so simple to read, and I actually love his music as well, and the chapters line up with his songs. I think it's a phenomenal piece of art, to be completely honest. But in that book, that's what he talks about. He said when you release the time, attention around things, you might actually get it a little sooner, because you're not worried about the timing of it as much. You're simply holding that vision in your head and taking the actions to get there. And then the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will bring it together when it's supposed to happen.